So our favorite goblin from 339 decided to release his newest podcast today, and it is absolutely wild. This man is beyond delusional. But before I get into the video, I just really want to say thank everybody for the support on my Tofiichu video. I didn't expect it to blow up the way it did, and it means a lot. And to those of you that are interested, I actually have a Nova Online video in the works, so I can't wait to release that. I really hate saying this because it makes me feel like a clown, but don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy the video.
What is up?
Usually I don't like interjecting into a video this early, but this man's build just kills me. Just the fact that he can barely raise his arm back and then swoop it back up in a fluid motion shows how malnourished this goblin actually is, and it's killing me inside. Because out of any locale ever, Cyraxx is the only one who threatens to beat so many people up while looking like that. I mean, that's really just the only thing I can say. He just looks like that.
I am not very happy with all these trolls and the things that have been going on with you. So I have taken it upon myself and I'm going to go ahead and make it known that I am taking it upon myself. I am an investigator. I am currently starting an investigation on these people. And I want them to know, first and foremost, you better watch your back because this shit has gone too far. And I feel like everybody needs to grow up, get a life, and leave you alone. I don't like how they're doing you. I don't like the things that are going on, and I'll be damned if it continues. So since nobody else wants to, step up and put a stop to it, I will. And I have no problem doing that.
Right, and I definitely appreciate it. I seriously do. Yo, Aaron, what's good, brother? How you doing?
So anybody that feels the need they need to come step to me, then let's do this. I'm game.
Right. Because as I showed you by the evidence that I showed you guys earlier, and your guys' opinion, just based off of everything that I sent you guys earlier, what's your guys' thoughts on what's going on?
It's all bullshit. Yeah, I feel like it's, a bunch of bullshit. I think that everybody needs to back off, leave you alone. Your past is your past. Let it rest at that.
Right. And as far as just from the screenshots alone, what's your thoughts on what the screenshots had to say?
Honestly, I feel like, first of all, let's clear something up, that the things that are being done are 100% illegal. I mean, 100% illegal.
Yeah.
And the fact that they think that they are untouchable and they can get away with this is absolutely insane to me.
Yeah.
It constantly amazes me that Chance thinks anyone's ever on his side with his horrible reputation of being a predator, being a music thief, and everything else that he is, that he would actually think someone's on his side. You've been caught talking to multiple minors over time. You've been caught and proven to be a sexual abuser. Dude, you were even caught shoving a stylus somewhere a stylus shouldn't go. You've also been caught shoving a fidget spinner the same place, and lately you've been caught shoving an electric toothbrush where the sun should never shine. There is mountains of evidence of you being a predator. There's mountains of evidence of you stealing music. There's mountains of evidence of you being one of the worst people to ever exist on the internet, and you still think somehow you're gonna win this war against the trolls. Not to mention that any evidence that you could provide for your quote-unquote innocence would just be a plain lie. You're a racist, hot pocket eating goblin, and that's all you'll ever be.
And as far as just from the screenshots alone, what's your thoughts on what the screenshots had to say?
Honestly, I feel like, first of all, let's clear something up, that the things that are being done are 100% illegal. I mean, 100% illegal.
Yeah.
And the fact that they think that they are untouchable and they can get away with this is absolutely insane to me.
Yeah. And bear in mind, this has been going on for, as of this year, this will be 8 years this has all been going on.
Yeah, and see, that's ridiculous to me. I don't understand why people feel the need to continue this. I mean, do they not have a life? Do they have no life? Absolutely none. Because that tells me they have nothing better to do with their time besides sit at home on their computer and, just screw with people.
And you know
what I mean? And
you know what's really sad?
It's sad.
You know what's really sad, though, is the main one, the dude that I told you about, he's actually getting paid for this shit. The dude's actually monetized. He gets paid.
Really?
Yeah. He literally gets
Well, let me just go ahead and call some people out real quick.
All right, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I want to go ahead and call some of these people out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Music Biz Marty and William, whatever your name is. You're not important enough to remember.
Oh.
Let me make myself very clear when I say this. I am coming for you full force. Everything you have done is completely illegal. The fact that you've gotten away with it for this long it blows my mind. But let me go ahead and let you know right now, I'm coming for you. And I'm coming hard. And you will be stopped. For sure, without a doubt. Legally, you will be stopped. You will get arrested, and you will see a jail cell before this is all over with. I promise you that. And if you don't believe me, well, all I can do is I can show you better than I can tell you.
Exactly. And, you know,
I don't know who this lady is, and I don't know who this lady thinks she is, but if she's an actual investigator and she's standing here with Chance trying to defend him and, like, get the trolls to go away, she needs to do a little bit more research. This man is a horrible person. Not even the police want to help this man. The police have been to his house, like, 300-something times? They go there 300-something times, average a year. Still haven't helped him. He got beat up in his own neighborhood, not even 500, 600 feet away from his own house, and the police still refuse to help him. And as far as her saying that people who talk about Cyraxx have no life and nothing better else to do and stay at their computer all day, look, listen, this little 5'2" goblin does nothing but sit at home, play Fortnite, stream Forza, and talk to children 24/7. He is the definition of nothing better else to do. The irony here is so thick that I just tried to DM it on Instagram.
They've seen what's going on, and even they say, just like I explained to you guys, yes, I've done some messed up shit and lashed out in a very harsh way, but the reason why I lashed out was because of what these people were doing, and the fact
a person can only take so much.
Exactly, and
a person can only take so much.
Exactly, and what gets me. And this is just some small details from whenever I told you about whenever that bullet came flying through my window into my mattress a few years ago.
Yeah, and let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
That is attempted murder.
Yeah.
That is attempted murder.
Oh, I know, and get this. This is the really screwed up part. When it all went down, I grabbed video because what happened was when it first went down, I thought that, something had fallen in my closet or whatever. I didn't think anything of it. And then one of my good friends from my original Facebook that I had at the time, which has since been long gone because somebody got a hold of it and took over it and this and that and the other, typical hacker stupid shit. Well, they had warned me. They're like, yo, dude, you need to go back and watch your live video. You were shot at.
So if the only reason you did bad things is because the trolls made you do it, quote unquote, what happened when you strangled your grandmother? You were getting trolled then. You were just strangling your grandma. You took good old Sally by all three of her necks and you said, listen here, you dumb broad. You're gonna let me walk to Kentucky in the freezing cold with barely any clothing on. Did the trolls make you threaten all those women? Did the trolls make you talk to all those children? I don't really think they did. That was all personal choice. You're the exact same person who tried to order a hit on Kate and said, I don't care if her kids get involved. Whatever happens, happens. And Chance, that wasn't a bullet. For the millionth time, I don't know how many times people have to tell you this, but that wasn't a bullet. It was a mousetrap. If that was a bullet, there would be an entry hole and an exit hole. Exit holes are always bigger than the entry holes. There would have been a huge hole in your window seal if that was a bullet. That's exactly why the police didn't care, because nothing happened. You fabricated everything to make it seem like you were being attacked or shot at, or someone made an attempt on your life. Your life's not that valuable, buddy. And it's still how many years later and you haven't pulled the bullet out? There's just been a bullet sitting in your mattress for however many years it's been now.
Somewhere on my phone.
Now, didn't you have a court case that actually got dropped where I think it was somebody had come up there?
Yes, because the dude didn't show up, and I showed my lawyer the screenshots. Well, his wife, the screenshots of, the stuff where the guy basically admitted that he wasn't gonna show up to court and this and that and the
And
other.
see, here's my take on that. Here's my opinion on all that.
Mm.
Why are you going to why are you going to get in your car, go to someone's house, cause all kinds of chaos, whatever, get them arrested,
Mm.
and then all of a sudden at the last minute you're just backing out? What does that tell you? Like, what does that say about that person? That person was strictly doing that because they just wanted some popularity. They wanted to get famous. They wanted that one moment of fame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wanted to be in the spotlight for a moment. So that's the only reason why I could see why he would come all the way there, show up at your house,
That's
get you put in jail, just to turn around and not follow through with what he was claiming he was going to do.
Yeah,
He just wanted that moment of fame.
Honestly, Cyraxx is just lucky that dude showed up just to protest, because it could have been so much worse. I don't know what it's like in most places, but where I'm from, dropping your location to somebody who doesn't like you is a possible death sentence. He's just extremely lucky that somebody pulled up with bad intentions and not worse intentions, if that makes any sense. And I'm pretty sure the entire Cyraxx community was utterly pissed at Death by Design for not going through with the lawsuit. Part of me thinks he just feels bad for Cyraxx. When you look at Cyraxx, you can honestly just see he's a small little goblin man who was never meant to make it this far. I mean, the only reason he's alive is because of medical technology. His entire existence is proof that sometimes miracles get wasted on the wrong people. And at this point, I know the person talking to Cyraxx is 100% a troll, because she's taking control of the conversation. She's not letting this man speak at all. She's doing the exact thing that Heather did when she first moved into the Wilkins household. This woman is sitting over here, taking over his entire podcast, and he's just letting it happen.
While we're talking on the subject of people taking things from people and, taking away lives and this and that and the other, like, take a look at what they did to me. Back in 2009, I started my career into music throughout high school because I got introduced into music through, one of my friends who has, since passed. And what's funny to me is these two morons that we were speaking on, they like to sit there and take my music, claim it as their own, and as you saw in their thing, they're trying to fuel this fake-ass artist that literally, they've literally been taking my shit and claiming it as their own. Like, dude, like, what the fuck?
Then they want to turn around, and if somebody were to do that to them, oh Lord, you already know it'd be over with.
Oh yeah,
they'd be right to hell. But it's okay for them to do it. But see, that's where I'm trying to tell you. Like, all that's fixed to come to a complete stop, because I'm telling you, I'm coming for them. I'm coming for them.
I feel like it's weird that I'm starting to like this female troll that got entangled with Cyraxx. Like, I'm starting to like her just a little bit. Like, she's playing her role just right. And Cyraxx, how many times do we have to tell you, leave Wance Chilkins alone. Stop stealing his music. It takes a certain type of person to steal the things that you steal, Chance. Not only do you steal music and claim it's yours, you also stole a poem from a girl who wrote about being pimped out by her own mother. You continue to be the worst human being I have ever heard of or spoke of in my entire life. So once again, the irony is so thick, I tried to DM it on Instagram.
Like I said, they've crossed so many boundaries. They've crossed so many lines. 90% of the things they're doing are, in fact, just illegal as hell. And, it's time somebody steps up and does something similar.
And speaking of stuff being illegal, because, like, I know, like you said, you deal with a lot of stuff like this. When someone sits there and takes music that you record and puts it under a fake-ass name, like, because obviously, the minute that you create that work, that's obviously your intellectual property. Them doing that, does that not make what they're doing illegal?
I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything they're doing is illegal. If you are the one that created it, if you're the one that came up with it, you're the one that created it, that's yours.
Exactly.
You did that.
Exactly.
So they have no grounds nor no right to then turn around, take what you came up with, what you created, and make it their own.
Yeah, because see,
that's illegal.
Because, like, matter of fact, that song that you guys were wanting me to play, which I would love to perform this song again, I would love to do it. My song that everybody loves, Street Racing Scene, what they did with that was they took that song and pretty much every other song I've done since then, made up this fake ass artist name, Lance Chilkins, took my songs, got them registered under their names and under their bullshit so that I can't make money off of it, so that every time I go to do any of those songs, oh, I get hit with a strike. Or this happens.
Well,
or that
you know,
happens.
let me
You can't talk about crossing immoral boundaries when you have Chance in the same call. That is actually just insane. I think that if Chance was ever charged with everything that he's ever done, if he wasn't so messed up as he is, he'd easily be doing 40 plus years in jail. So we have assault, we have sexual assault, we have telecommunications harassment, we have harassment, inappropriate contact with a minor. Multiple cases of that one, by the way. Are you really crying when half of your entire catalog is stolen or technically karaoke? Are you crying over things that really aren't yours? And that's about everything interesting that happened in the stream. If you want to go watch it yourself, I'll have it linked in the description. But I really wouldn't advise it because this man just waffles on for about a good hour about literally nothing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more. Remember, I still have a Nova video coming out probably in the next couple of days here. It would mean a lot to me if a few of you watched it. Tell me what you think about Chance and this new podcast. I don't know. He might just be gunning for Joe Rogan with this one. Hope you guys have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.